Welcome to our news updates. On August 28, 1963, a seismic shift rocked the struggle for social, racial, and economic justice in the United States. Thousands of Americans of different origins gathered in solidarity in the country's capital. Workers with calloused hands, lawyers with fiery voices, and elected officials repeating the demands of their constituents all came together with a common goal: civil rights and economic opportunity for all, especially African Americans, who have a history of systematic exclusion. Throughout the day, from all corners of the struggle, voices arose calling for a government truly representative of the people, by the people, and for them. The prophetic resonance of Martin Luther King Jr. echoed across the Capitol grounds, reverberating on the airwaves, touching hearts and changing minds. The overwhelming demonstration of popular power played a crucial role in the passage of the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964. Before we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Dr. King's forward-thinking speech remains an unforgettable stamp on our collective memory. Still, the march's true significance for Washington's legacy goes beyond its iconic words. It builds on the strong unity it has sparked between working families, unions, and advocates for social justice. As a testament to the strength of solidarity, its vigor has lingered over time and is now being rekindled by the renewed energy of union organization. The March on Washington was more than just a defining moment in history. It was a clear call for jobs and economic justice, two critical components underlying a just and equal society. Our democracy and our economy are inextricably linked. Economic power is intertwined with political power. Policies that reflect this reality are essential to ensure individuals and their families can thrive. While public investment made during the COVID-19 pandemic has provided temporary relief, systemic inequality continues to exacerbate the gap between countless people and prospects for opportunity. As Jeff Bezos embarks on a cosmic journey, Amazon workers face meager wages and difficult working conditions. In various industries, the privileged few rake in the profits while working families bear the brunt of the hardship. Today, workers are blatantly asserting their right to a fair share, while the promise of jobs and freedom in America remains unfulfilled. A renewed workers' movement is spreading across the country, its energy manifested in clamoring for good jobs and labor strikes. The Writers Guild of America and the Screen Actors Guild are on strike together for the first time in 63 years. Hotel workers in Southern California orchestrate a coordinated walkout, while Teamsters win UPS pay rises to avoid a strike. The United Auto Workers is on the fringes of its own labor movement. To bring about an America of equal opportunity for all, we must embrace an economic democracy that enables people to shape the economic conditions that affect their lives. Economic democracy is not an abstract ideal. Dismantling power structures rooted in racialized capitalism and economic inequality is imperative. This pivotal turning point in our history requires a reshaping of America's future. The time has come for equal access to essential goods such as healthcare, broadband, childcare, and education. The pandemic has shed light on these essential elements as fundamental components of a just society. Yet marginalized communities across the country face barriers to using these services, underscoring the urgency of redefining public goods and ensuring their equitable distribution. We have also glimpsed the possibilities of sound public policy when implemented for the good of the people. During the pandemic, our government has expanded unemployment insurance, the child tax credit, eviction moratoriums, access to health care, and student loan facilitation. These measures require sustained investments and are not only reserved for crisis situations, but become standard practice. The path ahead requires more than just accessibility. Achieving true economic democracy requires a profound change that encourages every individual to have a voice in shaping society. A people-centered approach to governance must break down the barriers that have historically excluded marginalized communities from equality and opportunity. This transformative journey takes us to a society grounded in inclusion and justice, a society where we recognize others' struggle for liberation as our own. 6 decades after the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, our work is still unfinished. However, hope is not lost. We have the ability to dismantle the systems that perpetuate inequality and create a new social framework that promises jobs and freedom. By commemorating this historic event, we can channel its energy into reshaping our nation and creating a brighter future for generations to come. In honor of our ancestors who fought, sacrificed, stood up and sat down, let us march together toward equality and justice, driven by a common purpose and united by an unwavering commitment to a better America. Typha Smith Butler has over 20 years of experience as a public policy executive and is chair of Demos, a think tank working for a fair and inclusive democracy and economy. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.